Name me one time that Spider-Man has been this angry. And what's crazy is he blames Wolverine. So in the last issue, we saw Spider-Man come across a devastating truth about the death of his parents and Wolverine's involvement. Let's not waste any more time as we recap Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 2. Let's go! Spider-Man and Wolverine are deep into their mission to track down the Janus Directory. And last issue, they finally found it. But what Spider-Man uncovers inside hits harder than anything he's faced before. It sets him off like a firecracker. Pure rage, zero hesitation. And when he turns to Wolverine, the accusation comes out raw and unforgiving. Wolverine's responsible for the death of his parents. Spider-Man's completely consumed by fury. He lashes out with a powerful punch, full of grief and rage. Wolverine manages to block the next hit, trying to slow things down and explain himself. He barely gets a word in before Spider-Man shuts him down and clocks him again. He's not here to talk. He's here to make Wolverine feel everything he's been holding in. Spider-Man insists he saw it. In the security footage he uncovered, his parents were alive, terrified, and Wolverine was there on the plane right before it exploded. Spider-Man's voice shakes with anger as he tells Wolverine he watched it all happen. He saw the footage that revealed the moment his parents pulled a weapon on Wolverine and demanded to know what he was doing there. And Wolverine, in the footage, his reply is cold, almost detached. He tells them that he's there just to do his job. That's what shatters Spider-Man. Spider-Man's lost in that memory. He can't let it go. He's furious and desperate and grieving all at once. Spider-Man threatens Wolverine and Wolverine, trying his best to calm the situation, says he doesn't want to hurt Spider-Man. But Spider-Man's had enough of hearing that. To him, it's just another excuse. Wolverine continues to try and reason with him, saying something about the whole thing feeling wrong. There must be some kind of mind games at play in this situation. But Spider-Man isn't having it. He throws Wolverine through a wall, hits him with a web and pulls him back, lining up another devastating blow. Spider-Man's mind replays his parents' final moments over and over. The love between them, the way they talked about him, hoping that he would be okay with his Uncle Ben and Aunt May. That final moment of hope before the screen went black and the plane was gone. For years, Spider-Man knew Red Skull had ordered their deaths, but what he didn't know, what breaks him now, is that Wolverine was working for Red Skull during that time. And suddenly, everything feels like a betrayal. Wolverine eventually admits it. He was working undercover as a double agent, but Spider-Man's already thought about that angle. The Janus Directory he hacked into listed every undercover agent except for Wolverine. That's a detail that can't be ignored. And they both know Wolverine's healing ability would have let him walk away from a crash like that. Wolverine's trying to explain, but the past is a blur for him. He tells Spider-Man his memories from that time aren't reliable. He knows he did awful things back then, things that still haunt him, but Spider-Man doesn't care. He just wants Wolverine to stop talking. Wolverine tries one more time to connect, but Spider-Man's done listening. He says what he saw was real, and that's all that matters to him. Spider-Man lets another brutal punch fly, sending Wolverine crashing into nearby equipment. The impact triggers a series of explosions. Fire spreads quickly, surrounding Wolverine as he struggles back to his feet. Bloodied, half-conscious, and surrounded by flames, Wolverine looks more like a wild animal than a man. And that's when Wolverine snaps. Wolverine, jaw hanging from his face, lets out a furious roar and charges at Spider-Man. Spider-Man tries to tie him up with webs again, but Wolverine tears through them with ease. Spider-Man ducks and weaves, but gets sliced down his back, tearing his suit. He continues trying to crush Wolverine with falling debris, but he's too fast. Wolverine responds with a vicious uppercut that stuns Spider-Man, knocking him down. Wolverine grabs him by the suit and slams him into the wall like he's nothing. Then he launches himself forward, claws first, aiming to end it, but Spider-Man dodges just in time, barely escaping the attack. Wolverine follows up with a swing of a heavy steel beam that hits Spider-Man hard. Now they're facing each other, both panting, both bleeding. It's a standoff, but it doesn't last. Wolverine quickly resets his broken jaw and then tries again to talk some sense into Spider-Man. He says the whole thing feels too convenient, like someone set them up to find that footage, like they were manipulated into tearing each other apart. He reminds Spider-Man how recently they dealt with people like Kraven, Omega Red, and Mysterio. villains who specialize in things like hallucinogenics and illusions. Setting up this situation to pin Wolverine and Spider-Man against each other wouldn't be hard for villains like them. Spider-Man pauses for just a second, then demands something real. He wants Wolverine to deny it, say the video was fake, say he wasn't involved, say anything to give him a reason not to hate him. But Wolverine can't. He looks Spider-Man in the eyes and admits he doesn't know for sure. His memories are fractured, unreliable, comparing it to looking through broken glass, but some things still linger. He remembers the plane, a man and a woman, and a crash. And that's the moment Spider-Man breaks. He screams, completely losing control, and traps Wolverine in webbing from head to toe. Then he unleashes hit after hit, blow after blow. He's not holding back anymore. He's not stopping. But Wolverine breaks free. With one final burst of rage, he lunges towards Spider-Man and drives his claws right through his stomach, blades protruding out of his back. And just like that, the fight is over. Or maybe it's only just begun, because now the real question hangs in the air. Was this all a setup? And if so, who wanted them to destroy each other? And if you're still craving more Spider-Man content, make sure to check out my Spider-Man playlist, or check out the rest of my channel where I upload Marvel content just like this every single week. But for the meantime, peace, peace, peace.